Afternoon. Um, welcome. Miss Florence is joining us right now. We're so excited. Thank you for taking the time to hop on. Mr. Lou in the house. Mr. Lou is on fire. Thank you. He's like the man behind the screens.
It's been a long morning.
I can only imagine. Oh, go Louie, go Louie. Yay.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
was
God.
I was reminded after the BOC that I had actually moderated the 6 a.m. call too. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I did, didn't I? So
That's
that was the calls I was on in a row.
That's crazy. Well, anyway, I'm thank you so much, Mr. Louis. But welcome everyone to our team huddle. This is exciting. Thank you so much for joining us. We love seeing the same faces, and we know that a lot of people are catching the replays. Um, and who says is that you, Dana? You said what now?
Yeah, no, I'm just doing behind the scenes stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, so great. Very excited. I'm gonna have my stuff on gallery view because I just love seeing everyone's faces. Like I don't like seeing my own big face on the screen. So welcome, Miss Shelley. Welcome, Miss Erica. Awesome. So we're gonna do a quick huddle, and it's gonna be all about events today because this is like we're going into event season. And I know normally some of us are used to just talking about maybe like one big event like PXP or something, but we've got a lot of little things in between. Not so little, because Destin was supposed to be a connect event. That was kind of like a mini PX. That was a PX. It wasn't even a mini. It was a PXP, right? So I think the terminologies are just like whatever, but PartnerCo is growing, the business is growing, the teams are growing, the communities are growing. And I love this company because I mean, it's amazing. They're giving everyone an opportunity to really connect, to really experience PartnerCo, like in all the ways. And I love how you've got the discovery events, and then they've got the connect events, and then they've got the PXPs, and then we've got the virtual events that are going on. So the first one I want to talk about, though, that's coming up is we've got a Connect event that's coming up in Calgary. Okay, so we're focusing on North America. It's got our yay, Miss Shelley's excited. I'm super excited about it. And I know and just so you all know, I'm just a little bit competitive, a little bit. I didn't realize that about myself until like much later, but I think I'm a little bit competitive. And I say this to mean we've got all of PartnerCo, of course, in Calgary. We've got big teams represented in Calgary. We've got, I think Todd Rowland has a huge group out there. We have a few others that have a pretty good group, right, Miss Shelley? I think the last event they had a huge representation, and I've been to some of their meetings, and they've got a good representation. But we're in Calgary, like totally, like hello. So F10x, we get the opportunity to really show up for this event, this May 29th to the 31st. And it's not just for everyone who is in Calgary, but also if you know anyone in Canada that's in the driving distance or can fly in. I think Canadians are really good at just hopping on a plane. WestJet. Where my WestJet folks at? Like they hop on WestJet in a hot minute, and go anywhere they want to go and attend an event. But this is a really cool event to build into, okay? So if you want to set milestones in your business, we all know in this business, it's all about what? Events. You build from event to event, and this is a great way to bring everyone together to kind of feel the heartbeat of PartnerCo. And if we have Miss Florence on the line, I think we had last year end, we had were they discovery events or connect events? They were connect events, right?
Discovery event.
They were discovery events. So they were smaller. Okay. So those were discovery events, and this is the main connect event. All right. So I want Miss Florence, please tell everyone, like, what was your experience with that event that happened? I think that was what, December? No, was that November or
Yeah,
December?
it was December 8th.
December.
Yes.
Yeah. What was your experience with Partner Glide? Miss Katie was there.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Well, yeah. So discovery events. Can I just say discovery events equals emotions? And many different types of emotions, because when they finally announced that there is a Connect event in Winnipeg, we were all excited because it's the first time ever, right, that corporate was showing up, right, in Winnipeg. And even with Kayani for so many years, we never had corporate, representation. So the first reaction was, oh my gosh, we're finally on the map. So we're all excited, right? And then so anyways, then of course after the excitement, right, we all get nervous because we're like, okay, are we one? Are we gonna meet the target? Who's gonna do what? Do we know what we're doing? Because we've never been to a discovery event before. So so that happened, and then and also I guess we were already nervous. But anyway, so before I go further, though, I just want to give a shout out to the core team for that event. Obviously, right, Miss Lourdes, Miss Evita, and Miss Agnes. And myself. So we had like four ladies trying to figure out how we're gonna pull off this event. And so anyway, so like I said, we started to get nervous because we didn't know what we were doing. But we were confident that we are going to get help, obviously, right, from our leaders, Sir Dana, Miss Amelia, and of course our Canadian leaders, Miss
West.
Maribel and Mr. Jesse. Unfortunately, then we find out that Mrs. Maripel and Mr. Jesse could not come because of, right, of health reasons of Miss Maripel's dad, and they were going to go to the Philippines during our Connect event, or sorry, our Discovery event. So imagine how we felt as a group. We thought, oh my gosh, well that's it. I don't know what we're going to do. But of course, we had, like I said, Mr. Dana and Miss Amelia in the background helping us, get organized. And thank you very much, Mr. Sir Dana, for getting all our presentations done. Because he said, okay, well, presentations, how does that even look like? Who's gonna do it anyway? So this is like going into a discovery event, not knowing anything. Anyway, so but then the excitement continued to build, right? And so we have a team here in Manitoba. We pulled everybody together, and we were right at that required quota, if you will. Well, then the event came. Miss Katie arrived. It was an exciting day for all of us because we had corporate here, and then the day progressed because she arrived, I believe, oh no, the day before. And then the forecast for the day of our event was snow. And we are in Manitoba. And when we say snow, it was like a real snow day. I don't know how many centimeters we had that day, right? So we thought, okay, well, that's it. Now that we're finally prepared, right? Then there's snow. Who's going to show up? But you know what? I mean, our partners showed up. Everybody, helped. We got it all set up. And it was a successful event. Miss Katie was very pleased, if you will, because we even had dinner with her. We went for dim sum, right, the night before, and we had to qualify leaders. So whoever were the top leaders, we had about 10 people plus Miss Katie at that event, and it was an awesome. That even before that discovery, I think having that meeting with Miss Katie, right, from corporate, we got to know her. She got to meet the team. We could ask whatever questions we wanted. And then she also called Miss Katie, or sorry, Miss Lucy, every time we had right a question. And she was also trying to make sure that we can get some Canadian things done, I guess, with Miss Lucy. So even those connection, I guess, with corporate, that was very helpful for us here, right, in Winnipeg. And then, of course, the day of the event came, and we waited for people to show up because it was a snow day in Winnipeg and a Sunday afternoon, right? Family day. People are supposed to be at home having family dinners. But like I said, we had a successful event. Miss Katie, blew all the business partners and, our guests, out of the water. And you know what? We had one person who wanted to sign up right there and then to become ultimate.
Wow.
Because Miss
Wow.
Agnes did such a great job promoting what ultimate is, because she said, why don't you, right? Just get the
Right.
30% off. Why won't, it's a no-brainer. But anyway, so she was determined that night, right? And I know we had to keep Miss Katie there trying to get on, but anyway, so yeah, so it was a very exciting and successful, successful event. So it's very different, right? Had Miss Katie not come here, I think the business partners, because we haven't had any business partners who've gone to the event except for some of the core team members, right? And so for her being here, I mean that really just put some fire, I guess, on the business partners. But
That's
anyway, so yeah, so we were very happy, we were very pleased. Hopefully Miss Katie was pleased, and yeah, we had a wonderful event here, our very first event, and hopefully it's not our last.
yes. Thank you so much. Wow. I mean, we were just so proud of this team, and I want to give it back to Miss Flores, Lourdes, Evita. I mean, they were on fire. They had a successful event. Miss Katie could not stop talking about y'all and how you all did and how successful that event was. And I love how you shared that, corporate came to you, right? You had never really met Partner Co. You've never really, knew what Partner Co was all about or went to a PXP like most of us have, right? But they came to you. And so that's such a prime opportunity, guys. Corporate can come to you, especially our Canadians that haven't been to any big event. And so that was a discovery event. The next event is a connect event. A connect event is where corporate takes it. Now you heard Miss Flores talking about doing presentations and preparing slides. Well, guess what? For the connect event, corporate takes the lead on everything. Am I correct, Mr. Dana? They're going to do it all, just like Destin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're going to do it all. It's like a mini PXP right there in your own market. And
It's the one event that, discovery events will be based on Providence usually, right? People won't travel usually from another province to another province for a discovery event. A connect event is one of those events where it encompasses all the provinces. Like they all will converge onto one location, right? So you'll have people driving, flying in from Ontario to come to this Calgary event. You'll have some people flying in from Vancouver or Manitoba. You'll have people driving down from Edmonton, right? So this is going to be an event that's going to be, like my wife said, a mini PXP, right? And it's going to be absolutely amazing.
yes, absolutely. So you want to make sure that you get everyone to register for this event. I mean, this is probably the most important event besides PXP that's coming up in September, I believe. But so you want to make sure you get everyone registered for this event. Get your tickets, go online. You can find all your tickets in the events tab when you go to Partner Co shop. And then I think we posted it also in the F10x group.
Yes,
It's $61. Are guests free for this?
Okay, so let me go through it real quick. So
Yes.
tickets for the actual event is 61 Canadian dollars, and prices are going to go up, as you can see,
Right.
on March 29th. So the end of this month, prices go up. So it's good for everyone to get registered now. Now, there will be a section. Here's the agenda. There's a section for guests Thursday evening. So obviously the opportunity meeting for guests is free Thursday evening. But anyone that wants to attend the training, including people who are not in Partner Co, there's the training ticket cost, right, of $61. So, but of course, some people might even want to come to the opportunity and then come to the training afterwards. So if you have an idea that you might even have some guests that want to stay, you might want to even get some at the pre-registration price, some extra tickets, right, at the pre-registration price, because price will go up. We don't know what the price is going to go up to, but price will go up. And if somebody is a guest on Thursday and decides they want to stay, they would have to pay the full price, right? Where you might have pre-registration tickets at a discounted price. So just something to keep in mind. But this is the agenda. Thursday, again, presentation, Thursday evening. Friday is going to have a leadership luncheon that's invite only by certain leaders in the market. So this is your chance to push and rank up to the next leadership position.
Push, push, push.
We want to get you to that luncheon. And Miss Florence, I know that you and a few other were at the last luncheon, so it's an amazing opportunity to be invited to these luncheons. And then there's going to be master classes Friday. So Friday's going to be a lot of leadership, master classes, very specific. And then Saturday is the main event, starting from 8:30 a.m. general session. Doors open 8:30, general session starts at 9. And there'll be 2 general sessions with a lunch break, then a dinner break, and then even a red and white party
Oh my gosh.
Saturday night. So
Hey, y'all, I'm a little tempted. I don't know. I'm tempted. Okay.
And look at the venue. The venue. If you guys, anyone in Calgary knows this, right? This venue, the BMO Center, Western Canada's largest convention center. The convention center, not just, this is not going to be just a hotel room, done at the Calgary BMO Convention Center. So this is a big event for Canada.
This is a massive event because that market is growing rapidly. And you all get to be a part of this. Like, take full advantage, build into, the first thing first is get yourself registered. Because when I was looking last week at the current Connect events that just happened or are happening right now, was it Alabama? Was it Birmingham, Alabama, the last one? Sold out. It was like sold out, sold out, sold out. I couldn't even invite someone last minute. It was just sold out. Partnerco events are selling out. Okay.
That's
like
very true.
the seats are taken. Same thing out here. That's the next Connect event I was going to talk about that's happening in Africa. Connect events are happening. It's Connect event season. Okay. These events, like, they get sold out. Okay. So we've got Calgary. Please, please, please. First things first is make sure every single person registers for that event. If you're in Canada, you can fly into Canada. If you're in New York, you're right there across, like, just fly in, do whatever you need to do, but get yourself registered for the event first thing first. That way you can secure your seat and your guest, make sure that they commit to that event. So pivoting now to, we have another Connect event that is happening because F10x, we're a very international global business, right? Hello. So we have a Lagos Connect event. I think it's the first Connect event out here, right? And we're going to have people flying in from all over. The last Discovery event, we had people driving down hours, 8 hours just to come to that event. So, right, we got people flying in from all over Nigeria to attend that event. That's March 29th. I would let you know right now, if you have contacts, teams, I know some of you on this line have people in this market, you want to make sure that they get registered ASAP. This is limited seating, okay? Limited seating. It will like completely block off. But the beautiful thing about this particular event, I believe this is the last event. I heard through the little birdie, this is the last event in Nigeria that's going to be free. Okay. So it's been pre-launch in this market, just like a lot of Partnerco markets. But as you all know, they charge entry fee, right? Even though you get like a early bird special, but this particular event is free. So you can invite anyone who has contact in this area to come to this event, March 29th. It's going to be amazing. They're doing it at the Marriott out here. And if you haven't been to, well, you haven't probably been to Marriott here in Lagos. It is like, you ain't seen a Marriott.
It's one of the nicest hotels
gorgeous.
in the area. Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be such a beautiful event. It's like catered, it's lovely. So make sure that we get as much as of our team plugging into all of these events. We'll be happy to send the links out if you don't know where they are, but I think we're posting everything in our F10x group. So real quick now, okay, this is all events, right? So let's talk about Punta Cana. How many of you are excited about Punta Cana? Put a fire emoji in the chat. Punta Cana. I am so excited about Punta Cana. But I'm more excited because this is going to be F10x coming out party. Okay, this is going to be our big, we're stepping in. And then if you can pull that up real quick, how many of you here on this line have already filled out your form to make sure that you are committed to going to Punta Cana? If you haven't done that, I think my husband's going to I think everything's in the F10x group, but we'll post it here as well. Please, please, please commit to it. Arrangements are being made, and this is expanding. We've got the Scots team. We spoke to Partner Council, Mr. Fred Herzog yesterday. He talked about how A lot of them are already committed. They're planning on showing up. They're bringing their families to that event, to that incentive trip in Punta Cana. So you can even plan it to where you can make a trip of it with your family. We know we're planning to bring our children as well, because this is going to be like a big family reunion. Okay. So Punta Cana is coming up. And so what we want to talk about real quick is qualification for Punta Cana. Okay. How many of you know what the first step is besides making sure that you register? What's the first step to qualifying for Punta Cana? You've got to be invited, right? You know that, right? You have to be invited. And so to be invited, you just have to hit manager. If you check where you are as far as your requirements. For most people, I do believe you just have to hit manager 3 times in order to get your invitation, period. So how many of you are currently checking your weekly build? Checking your back office, making sure that you're adding on those points. Check your team. You all have pretty amazing teams. You're working together. You're not alone. If we work together, everyone can get the invitation to Punta Cana. Okay. So as F10x, we want to make sure that we work with you, work with everyone. Let us know what you need. Okay. We've looked at all. Congratulations, Mr. Louis. He's checking his numbers. Miss Twyla. And the 2 people who just said they're checking their numbers are getting on our F10x accountability every morning, and they take the lead on that. Okay. So if you don't know what to check for, get on the accountability in the morning. Reach out to Mr. Louis, reach out to us. We'll make sure to add you to the group. Let's look at your numbers. Let's help you get invited to Punta Cana, right? You made the commitment, you're making the commitment. Let's get you qualified, okay, to get invited to Punta Cana. And most importantly, if we get the invitations part done, then we can get you a fully paid Punta Cana trip before that time, okay? We're doing this together. We're so excited for everyone. Dana, you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, and just, we have plenty of time. As you can see, the qualification period is from, it started in last month, but it goes all the way to May 31st. So we have, we're only in the beginning, the first 1/3 of March. We have the rest of March, we have all of April, and we have all of May to get you qualified for this event. So there's plenty of time to get qualified, but really we need to push now, right? March is the month that we really got to make sure that we help you hit that position of manager, if that's the position you're trying to hit, and then we can carry that through for the next few months. So get with us. If you're curious of what you need to do to get to that, reach out to your leadership and get with us, and so that we can help you make a game plan of how to make that happen.
We want to see every single person there for this trip. And if you're probably someone who's been out of the loop, or maybe you just don't even know where to begin, oh my gosh, I don't know how to even start all of this. Guys, we're working together, Champions Network, all teams in Champions Network, Warrior Movement, Revolution, everyone, F10x, we're all working together every single day to help everyone qualify for this trip. I don't know if you see this, but you're not alone. All right. So if you're someone that's been out of the loop and you don't know how to even begin, last week, Chairperson 1, Mr. James Zhang, our fearless leader, he did a fast start training. We do a fast start training every single Tuesday, right? He does it every Tuesday. And last week was mainly focused on relaunching yourself. Where do you begin if you've been out of the loop for a while? How do you know where to start? So I want you to go to Champions Network YouTube. There's a replay on there. Maybe someone can pull it up. Mr. Louis can pull it up. Pull up the replay. Please, please, please rewatch that. We're going to have another fast start tomorrow, but that last week was focused on relaunching yourself and your business. And then we also have the Alice bot as well. And he talks about that in the replay. Just watch it, and how you want to get to where you're doing your pinned posts. Okay. No one knows what you're doing until they know what you're doing. In our system, the blueprint that we have built into the system of Build allows you to just plug and play, share your business very easily using our social media, tips and all of the things. How many of you have had results from your pinned post? Can one of you share some of the results that you've had from your pinned post, if you're able to come off mute?
I'll go.
Yes.
Okay. So my pin post went up. Wow, I'm not even sure how long ago it was. My pin post went up, and uh, I didn't think very much of it. I had put off putting that post up there. I was afraid to put the post up there. Not gonna lie, it was kind of a scary thing to put that up there, knowing the people that I know and how they think about me. So I'm like, okay, well, let's give this a shot anyway. Let's just go ahead and be coachable and follow the system and see what happens and put the post up. So I put the post up. The first day, I'm pretty sure there were 20, about 15 to 20 messages that came in, one of which, of course, was the inevitable, Louis, I think you got hacked, uh, which was awesome. And I responded back to them, no, I did not get hacked. It's actually me. And from that post, people, oh my gosh, I must have made like 3 sales right off that first post,
Oh my God.
um, which was I was blown away. I've never had that kind of a reaction to anything I've ever posted online, and all of a sudden people were, hey, how do I find out more about this? Where can I get it? Or can I get this from you? What can I do? And so it was pretty intense to have people going, hey, tell me more about the drops, and you tell them more, and they say, okay, I want to buy it, and that happened so fast. It was the post, it was boards, because I didn't have to think about the answer. The answers were already laid out for me. It was so perfect. Because I was so new in the company and didn't know the product as well as I should have known the product or would have wanted to know the product. And you know, that thing where you get frozen by that I don't know everything fear. Um, didn't need to know everything, just went it and sold it, and people were thrilled with it. And I loved the way it turned out. I really do.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I absolutely like the system works here, right? How many of you agree that the system actually works here? And we have everything. Yep, everyone agrees. You just have to do it. And so get on that fast start training, watch the replay. We have another one coming up tomorrow if you want to watch it live. What I love about it is you can ask questions, right? You can hear, others' experiences using the system. And then of course, we also have another amazing tool. If you want to know how to really grow this thing and qualify for the trips, qualify for Punta Cana, get that 6 figure in 6 months from the blueprint, the IPA calls. The IPA calls are absolutely incredible. Yeah. So Dana, thank you so much for posting this. So this is every Tuesday. It's a fast start. If you got anyone, yes, can you please, from last week, Mr. Louis, the replay from last week, because that one's focused on relaunching. Right. So every Tuesday is a fast start training that Mr. James Zhang does. It's absolutely amazing. It guides you to know exactly what you need to do to launch your business properly, relaunch yourself. Last week was really awesome. So he's going to post the link here in a minute. So we have another one tomorrow. So if you're brand new or you have people that are brand new, we've enrolled a lot of people lately. And that's a great way to introduce them to our system, our community, so they can know where all the things are and how awesome it is. So next, I want to talk about IPA. The IPA call is so incredible. How many of you are actually getting on the IPA every single day? I know most everybody here is getting on the IPA every single day. The IPA call is so incredible. Everything works together here. Everything is set up to help you do exactly what it is you want to do. I don't know how to make a sale. I don't know how to sell these drops. Thank you so much, Mr. Louis. Here's the replay right there in the chats. I'm going to go ahead and also copy that and post it in the accountability too. But yes, please watch that. But let's pivot to the IPA. We're driving into Punta Cana together. IPA stands for income producing activity. This call is, if you haven't been on this call, you don't know what you're missing out on. This is the secret in the sauce. This is how everyone is going to qualify for Punta Cana. You get to hear what everybody is doing in the Champions Network to qualify for this trip, all right? And we want to make sure that every single person in the F10X is getting on these calls, is available on replay as well. Dana, how do you like these calls?
I love these calls. I mean, it's what's amazing about these calls, as you mentioned, is that it's compiling the best practices of what's working, right? People all the time are like, oh, I'm trying this, I'm trying that. I don't know if it's working. And they're just trying to do things on their own, right? I did a BOC about this, I think it was last week. about we're better together, right? And instead of trying to figure it out on your own, why not use the community and see what other people are doing and the best practices? I mean, we have systems in place that are proven that were tested and proving, that's already there. But then in addition to that, every week, even every day, you can join these IPA calls and you're actually hearing firsthand people saying, here's what I'm doing, this is what's working. This is what I'm doing, here's what's working. I did this and this is the result. I did this. And it's a very simple thing for you to be like, okay, that sounds simple. Let me try that. If it worked for them, let me try it. Or let me take that idea, let me take this person's idea, because this is something that it seems it can fit in my lifestyle. And then you do it. I love the IPA calls, which is absolutely amazing, and definitely something that we should plug into as much as we can.
Yes, and get anyone that's in the team and they're like, oh my gosh, I've just been, again, any of these calls are amazing. If you've been out of the loop or know people that are on the team that have been out of the loop, if you have to invite them to anything, get them on the IPA call. That's going to at least get them so excited, see what's happening in the community, and know that it's possible. You have people that don't have experience. They're not salespeople. I mean, you know, they're from different backgrounds and they're having success and they're sharing exactly what they're doing to have the success that they're having. So it's a great way to build your business. So lastly, just to close this out, guys, I want to talk about how we build from event to event. Of course, we've talked about the big events, but we also have amazing events that are happening virtually besides the Punta Cana, Drive to Punta Cana IPAs. We've got the Fast Start training for onboarding our new partners. We also have the Drop Talks. How many of you are excited about Drop Talks? Drop Talks are converting so many people. We have a lot of people. I've had people sign up because I invited them to a Drop Talk. How many of you have had someone sign up because you invited them to a Drop Talk? Like, these Drop Talks are fire. So if you don't know, every single week, first of all, on Thursdays, the Champions Network, we have a Drop Talk presentation that's hosted by Mr. James Zhang. He normally does one. I think this week we're going to have, I think it's Cindy and Lindsay that are going to be hosting it this week because James is going to be in Australia. But it's going to be absolutely wonderful. That's a team-wide, generalized Drop Talk. But F10x, we also have Drop Talks that are scheduled throughout the week. So tomorrow, yours truly, I'm going to have a Drop Talk with Miss Shelley. Thank you, Miss Shelley. I'm so excited about it because it's going to be so inspiring. You've had such incredible non-skill victories and great tips for your experience with the drops. So if you know anyone that you've been reaching out to, maybe they've been asking questions from social media or from anywhere about these drops, you want to make sure you invite them. And then we also have another Drop Talk that's scheduled, F10X, on Friday. Mr. Louis Taylor, thank you so much. We're going to be having another Drop Talk on Friday to close out the business week. So, and then of course you have the Thursday Drop Talk. Why so many opportunities? Because even if you got somebody on one of these, you have, I'm not available on Thursday. Okay, we've got one on Friday, right? So you have an opportunity to invite them to take a look at what the drops are all about. Drop Talks are presentations, guys, just so you know. And we already know when you invite someone to a presentation, it converts them to a customer or a partner. Okay, so if you want to have enough people going through your pipeline, you want to make sure you're directing everyone that you're talking to the next upcoming Drop Talk. It's always promoting the next event. Drop Talks can also be something that you can use as a follow-up tool. Maybe you want to find a way to bring the conversation back up. I do it all the time. I say, hey, real quick, I want to make sure I didn't forget to invite you. This is coming up. You're going to love it. Here are the details. Here's the password. Okay, so it's a great way to kind of bring that conversation back to life, a great follow-up tool. And then most of the time they get on and then they're able to get the information. And I always get people reaching out to me and saying, oh my gosh, this was so awesome. I want to know more. I definitely want to get the drops. That's how I've been signing people up. Okay, I use these presentations. So use them as a tool to grow your business. Anything else?
No.
All right.
They're amazing.
Miss Lawrence, I'm still gonna hold you to the whole creating a F10X calendar thing. I don't even know how to. That's not my forte.
how to create a calendar. Somebody needs to walk me through that, but I'm open to figure that out. But
I think Dana's pretty good with the technical side of setting up a calendar. That's not my my gift, so to speak. But I could definitely throw all the events to you though, and y'all can figure out how to, you know, put it in there. And I know Miss Sharon, I think she's on the line. She might be on mute, but Miss Sharon's really good at making sure that we can have it posted every start of the week or something like that. That would be really, really cool. So, all
Yeah,
right.
and so I was just gonna ask if we can post the Miss Shelley's and Mr. Louis' posters, I guess, on that partner co group chat. That would be. I don't think it's. I haven't seen it there.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't think.
We'll make
Yeah,
sure to get it posted
that'll be
right
awesome. Thank you.
after this call. We'll post it everywhere. All right. Well, great job, everyone. Any other questions? This is your chance. It's our family huddle. Any concerns, any challenges, suggestions, comments?
Thank you
Would you
for
like
the
to-
3-way call, Miss Amelia.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that too. That's another thing. 3-way calls, 3-way chats. Let's do it, guys. I'm here. We're here to help you. We want to help you grow this. Yes, Mr. Louis?
I got the one thing in my head right now, which is auto ship. Please, for the love of all that is holy, all of you all get on auto ship. All of you.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
Yes, auto ship, auto ship. And
That's
I
a
think
that's a big topic that we can spend a whole day
Mhm.
on that topic, and maybe we will, but just know, a lot of people don't realize this. Just know, did you know that just by you being on auto ship, you actually make more from your customers when you
Yes.
sell a customer? Just by being on auto ship. It doesn't matter what the auto ship is. It doesn't matter at all what the auto ship is. You could be on the smallest auto ship, one little product, and the next time you get a customer, you'll make 15% more on that customer earnings. I mean, there's and that's just one of the reasons to be on auto ship. Subscribe and save.
I'm all about more. I like more. I don't know about you, but I like more. You know, I've never seen where you benefit from like holding back on auto ship. Like we've been in the industry for so long, and auto ship is everything in this business. And I think we've always had a beautiful culture of auto ship in this team, but we want definitely make sure that we keep if we're falling back, we're going to talk about that and make sure we have a strong auto ship culture in this business. And everyone's business going to explode. Paychecks will explode. I mean, I think we should do that next week. Let's talk about auto ships next week. That'd be awesome. Great tip, Mr. Louis.
I know I fuss with mine every month. Change it here, take something out, put something else in. So
Yeah, same.
it's the
I always need new stuff.
the rolling date thing that gets me the most. I mean, it's figuring out, okay, which week is my qualifying week this month. But it also is a reminder to, it gets me to go in and look and go, oh, do I want that this month? Oh, maybe I'm gonna try something different this month. But that rolling 4-week reminds me to check on it regularly and try new products ever so often. But
So
I'm really
wait, I'm sorry.
liking this. I'm liking
Oh,
the
go ahead.
Slenderized Ab Advantage pack. I'm looking forward to getting that this month. That
Yeah.
was a nice pack to put on there.
Yes, 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 definitely. Yes, Erica?
So when you say rolling, we have to change it, or is that just
No, she's
does
just
it
talking
say
about
that-
colored week.
okay, gotcha.
The-
Okay, yeah, because I was like, do we have to change that around? Is that something I got to be aware
No,
of? Because like I don't want to miss out. Okay.
Just a recommendation too, when we bring people in, if we can get them to print that off, the calendar off, because people find that very confusing. So if they print it off
Yes.
and they know their color week, then they can just look at it instead of going, oh, I don't know when it is or whatever.
Okay, that's a good tip too. I think you've mentioned that before. That's a really
Yeah.
good printing that off. So I think auto ship will be a great one to talk about next week. And speaking of Miss Erica, who just came on, how many of you would like to see a drop top, Erica?
Stop it.
So
Just stop that right now. Put your hands
go
down.
ahead and
I
get
hear
we're gonna
I
go
hear
ahead and get
button
that
going,
scheduled.
thump,
Our
thump, thump.
first place winner F10X first place winner. Body
Because I'm about
bath.
to eat some pizza over here. Okay, go play. No,
Come
I'm just
on.
kidding.
Come on, girl. Awesome. All right, guys. Love you guys so much. This was a great huddle, and we're here for you. We're sharing. We're winning together. Let's do this. It's gonna be a great week. I can feel it.
One question, aren't we starting the new weight loss
Carolyn,
challenge today?
I knew I was forgetting something. Yes, so Ms. Harper will be posting that in the F10X group.
Tomorrow.
Not today, Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Yeah, thank God.
12th. Yes. So we'll post a link. I think it's going to be connected with our F10X page, I believe. So yes. Oh, there we go.
Yo, but can
You
I
get it.
ask who is like seeing like results with the Advantage? Like, are you guys like seeing results with it? Like those of you that've been using it?
I know I am.
I
I'm
cannot
feeling
believe
results.
I have to brag. I think it's hilarious because like I'm sorry, I had to add this on because I've been using it and I'm like, man, I haven't really been sticking too much to the diet or working out, with everything going on. And I like pulled up my shirt the other day just to see. I was like, no, I have some abs. Like, I'm excited. I have abs. I'm like, where did those come from?
It is incredible.
Yeah, I was like, this is pretty cool. This stuff works, guys. If people would just give it a chance, like if they would just give it a chance and stick with the program, the stuff works. I mean, even if you fall off the program and say you have a little like celebratory, like it works. I just cannot understand when people are like, this doesn't work, and they only give it like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It's like, God, you got to stick with it. You got to stick with it. It works. And I can't stress
That's
that enough to
because
cut sugars and stuff
we've
like
been
that.
too
But
conditioned for instant gratification for so long that people want instant gratification everywhere, but they forget you did not put that weight on overnight. What makes you think it's going to go away overnight? It's
yeah, it's
frustrating.
incredible.
I agree, Erica.
Right.
It drives me crazy. People just like, oh my gosh, these drops aren't doing anything for me. It's like, okay, first of all, how long have you been on them? Are you drinking water? Have you cut any of the garbage out of your diet? Things can't work unless you do your part. So
Absolutely.
it's
Absolutely. And,
frustrating.
and I must say, you all look fabulous on this call. You all are looking fabulous. Not that you didn't always look fabulous, but I can tell everybody's looking like, like a little more slimmer in the
Right.
face and the necks. Looking
Hey, Miss
good. You all look
Erica,
good.
Miss Erica, look what else
Yes.
you can talk about on your drop talk.
Yes.
Oh,
So
my
I will be
abs.
making a flyer. I'll be reaching out to you, Miss Erica, because
Oh,
we do this. I got you, girl. I got you. These
And it
facts.
you
You
sounded
know
know
like
I don't
me.
like
Miss
talking.
it sounded
I'm
like
so
Miss Sharon
nervous.
just volunteered for a job talk. Is that what I
Oh
just
my
heard?
gosh. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Okay,
That was
Erica,
really good.
Sharon. All right. I think I got my
I'm going
Tuesday
to talk about,
excited
y'all
now.
need to get it together on your drops. Like, let's just get it together, people. That's it. Period.com. Get it. Oh, I said hair juice. I gotta
Word.
go sort cookies now.
All right, y'all.
All right.
This has been great. So
All right,
thank you
you
so much
guys.
for joining us. Love you all. And we'll see you all next week. Well, on the drop talks and all the calls, all the things.
Have a good day, guys.
Everyone.
Bye-bye,
Have a good
guys.
one, everybody.
Love y'all.
All right. Bye, guys.